We can start by bringing ourselves onto our mats. Maybe we'll practice today with change in mind, acknowledging that change is a constant, that we're not only and always going to get the things that we want, but sometimes we'll be expected to pivot, to change with our circumstances. We can begin to stretch our arms up, lengthening in the side body, release any tension you might be holding on to. Free yourself. Really come into this moment. Beginning to focus on the breath. We'll drop the arms, wave them around. Feel this air that is your breathing. Notice the way it feels, the texture thereof, the abundance. That even though change is constant, we've never had to change the way that we breathe. Never had to worry about releasing the air, wondering if there's another breath waiting. We'll connect our hands down below, squeezing out all the air, beginning our practice of a big inhale. We'll reach the palms all the way up, connect above, gaze upwards, release the air, releasing the arms down. Completing the first cycle, we'll do 3 more. Letting ourselves flow through this change. Noticing every moment is different. Oscillating between extremes. Again, allowing this change. We free ourselves by not worrying. Completing 4 full cycles, we'll reach up again. As we connect above, we'll begin to bend our knees, tilt our hips, floating our hands down to the earth, squeeze all the air out. Inhaling, sending the palms back up, connect above, doing 3 more cycles. Completing our 4 cycles, we'll find ourselves in a forward fold. Staying here, we'll let go of change for a moment, keeping our attention on our breath, but holding ourselves in this pose. Really feeling into this moment. Noticing how you are changing the energy flowing through you. The different events will come into our lives. Sunshine, sometimes rain. And yet, depending on how you show up, you can change this energy. Release. Squeeze out this 4th and final exhale. Inhale. Sending the palms back up. Connect above. Gather energy. Bring it down into the heart. Holding this moment. Feeling the heartbeat. The ground underneath our feet. The way that we breathe. Taking note of all of these things. Making a bookmark so we can remember the change that we feel. Release. Stepping to the front of the mat. Arms to the sides. Squeeze the air out. Inhale. Send them back up high. Connecting above. Bend the knees. Tilt the hips. Float the hands down to the earth. Connecting to the ground. We'll step one of our feet back. Stacking our front knee over our front ankle. We'll reach up. Sending the palms high into a warrior 1. Release the air. Surrender. Melt over the front knee, connect to the ground. Completing the first cycle. We'll do 3 more. Again, noticing change. That we can be the warrior and the one that surrenders. So beautifully stable, floating between extremes. Again, just accepting. Completing our 4 full cycles. We'll connect both hands to the earth, stepping the back foot to meet the front. We'll step our other foot back straight, stacking the front knee over the front ankle again. Doing 4 on this side. Completing 4 full cycles. We'll connect to the earth, stepping the back foot to meet the front. Stay in this forward fold and inhale once, lengthening. Exhale, fold deeper still. Inhale, palms up high, connect above. Bring that energy down and into the heart. Holding the sacred moment. Again, noticing, if anything, the change. How the body has been responding to this practice. How you feel. Bringing our awareness completely onto the part of ourselves that is aware. The one that notices the change and loves it anyway. Release. Beginning to step our feet wide. We'll send our arms out to our sides into a T. Expand. Beginning to release. Tilt and twist, opposing hand to opposing foot. Other hand up to the sky, gaze upwards. Inhale, out of the twist. Exhale, as we twist to the other side. Completing a full cycle. We'll do 3 more. Noticing change in this pose as well. Nice thing about practicing like this every day, that we get to notice the change as we become better at certain poses. Maybe even change as we get a little bit more stiff and have a harder time with it. Acknowledging that the change is a good thing, a constant thing, something for your awareness to dance with. Completing 4 full cycles. We'll begin to send both arms up high, lengthening the spine. And then as we exhale, tilted the hips, float the hands down to the earth, connecting to the ground, sink the head low, release, fully embracing this moment. Embracing the change that is our earth. You're not breathing the same air. You just breathed a moment ago. The winds are different. The way the sun shines through the clouds. The shadows that are cast on the ground. New leaves sprouting. Flowers blooming. Feel the ceaseless change that is our earth. The rain falling on my yoga mat. Release. Squeeze out this 4th and final exhale. Bow deeply. Beginning to inhale. Send the palms up high. Connect them above, heel toe, or step the feet underneath the hips. Gathering energy. Bring it to the heart. Feel this moment. Accepting once again the change. Instead of wanting for things to be differently, we can just accept. Release. stepping to the front of the mat. Arms to the sides as you squeeze the air out. Inhale, send them back up high. Connect above, bend the knees, tilt the hips, float the hands to the earth. This time, stepping both feet back. Sending the hips up high as we squeeze the air out. Beginning to inhale slowly and with control, drop the knees to the floor. Drop the belly low as we gaze up to the sky. Release, round the spine, push the hips back into that downward facing dog. Setting up for 3 more cycles. Slow and steady. Practice control within change. Completing our 4 full cycles, we'll begin to bring ourselves back on our mats, sending our knees wide. We'll sit back on our feet, sending our arms far out in front of us. We'll bring our forehead to the ground. A child's pose. A moment to connect deeply with the change that we've already experienced. Acknowledging that we all used to be children, and that throughout all of the change we've experienced, we find ourselves here now. Again, embracing this change. Allow. And then, as you squeeze the air out, begin to imagine the moon dangling above your head. Inhale, sending the palms up high. Connect them above around the moon. Bring that moon energy down. Touch the ground. Inhale to the front of the mat into a plank. Release. As you release the weight, connect to the ground. Inhale, arching the back up into a mini cobra. Release, squeezing yourself back into the initial child's pose. Setting up for 3 more. Let yourself flow. Completing our 4 full cycles, we'll find ourselves in this child's pose, again allowing ourselves to connect with the earth, seeing the earth extend from our forehead, touching every single moment, every creature, every riverside, every mountain, every raindrop, all of it coming back into this moment. I'm just going to cover my microphone with my scarf. We'll begin to bring ourselves to our backs, connecting to the ground. We'll release all the tension, feeling the support of the earth. Beginning to stack the knees nice and high, fingertips lightly on the knees. We'll begin our practice with a big inhale, sending the palms above the head, feet up to the sky. Release, Drop the knees back to that neutral position. Inhale, arms above the head, feet up to the, hips up to the sky. Releasing, we'll complete the first cycle, setting up to do 3 more. Completing 4 full cycles. We'll release, dropping down, connect to the ground, sending both arms, both legs up to the sky, see them in your field of vision, and then release them with the air, sinking down, mouth for a moment. I'll bring us out. Gently beginning to bring ourselves back to the breath, to this moment, to your body, feeling the earth underneath you. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rotating the wrists and ankles like casting spells into the universe. Send the arms out to the sides, into a T. Stack the knees high, dropping them to one side and then to another. Twist the spine. Free yourself from any tension. Completing a few twists, we'll begin to bring the knees close to the chest, squeezing the air out, and then break out from that self-limitation, stretching out wide. Receive with a big inhale, feeling universal energy, and then release. Begin to rub the hands together, create some heat. And if there's any part of your body calling for some energy, place the hands on that body part, knowing you have this divine ability to heal yourself. We will believe that this will be no exception. Thank you, dear friends, for showing up with me today. It was a dear pleasure having you here. I hope to see you again soon.